Hello everyone, welcome to Fiaura. So yeah, we've come to the conclusion I actually don't like World of Warships. I kind of hate it. And there's a variety of reasons. The game mechanics don't have any sense of balance for a start. You can get blown out of the water at any time, completely annihilated by a torpedo. But yet you're going to knock out engines or the steering of a ship for up to 2 minutes. I'm going to point out that 2 minutes is 1/10 of the time the match progresses. Like, that's the 1/10 of the maximum amount of time the match can take. 2 minutes. And your engine's out for 2 minutes. And there's nothing you can do about it. You're stuck there. And the torpedo mechanics... No. I'm sorry, Wargaming. That's not how torpedoes work. They do not instantly blow ships out of the water. Except for maybe a destroyer. But in fact, the way that they sink ships is by flooding. Lots of flooding. And there's hundreds of records of German U-boats hitting merchant vessels and then they sink hours later. It's not an instantaneous process. It's a slow process. But yet we have a game where more than half the ships are equipped with a weapon that can instantly destroy you. It's like everybody driving around with KV-2 with the old 250 pen heat shell loaded in it. Yeah. Doesn't make any sense. And I can hear people argue that it makes sense and all these other things, but I'm going to tell you right now, no, it makes no sense to knock out your engine or your steering for 2 freaking minutes in a match that only lasts 20 minutes. It's not proportional. Here in World of Tanks, for instance, you get your track knocked out for 10 seconds. You get your engine damaged for up to 15 seconds. That's reasonable. But being immobile in a game that you can be instantly killed in with a single shot from a variety of sources is not reasonable. It's not even in the remote realm of it. And now we're getting into the Black Prince replay. I'm sorry about my rant. I just came off of stream and I literally am just... I'm fed up with World of Warships. I am fed up with it. If you guys want to send me replays, it'll go on the channel. If you don't send me replays... I'm not putting any more World of Warships stuff up. Period. I'm done. Till Wargaming fixes their broke-ass mechanics, I'm done. And people can argue otherwise, but as far as I'm concerned, World of Warships sucks. It is a shit game. And when Gaijin gets their shit together and gets their version of Warships out, I imagine it will be a lot better. I don't know why this Churchill's trying to side scrape. These tanks are not known for thick side armor. Nor are they known for particularly spectacular penetration. You gotta fire under that side skirt, Eddie. Oh, this isn't Eddie, but you gotta fire under that side skirt, Maroc. He must have repairs on this crew, because he is quickly repairing those tracks. And they are shooting at him with everything they have. And for the most part, causing absolutely no damage. Track damage. I mean, it does have the 17-pounder gun. Ooh, that actually hurt. Why don't you focus on a target that's closer, that's easier to damage? Because it is a 17-pound gun. It is inaccurate as shit. Or you could shoot him. How many shots have hit him so far?
Enemy vehicle destroyed. That one didn't go through.
Clearly using a zoom mod. It's a 17-pound gun. You have to let it aim or it's not going to go anywhere near where you pointed it. And even then, it is still pretty freaking inaccurate. As you guys have seen this thing miss repeatedly. Uh-oh. 152. Oh my god. That's got to be frustrating. And your gun's broken. But you've managed to push forward with a 5% of your hit points left, by the way.
Enemy armor is damaged.
This is rather ridiculous. How many shots have you taken? And they're still ricocheting off of you. I mean, it is the 17-pounder. I've gone over this before. It's not very accurate, guys. Don't expect it to hit the broadside of a barn.
We've damaged them. Target acquired. Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy
What?
armor destroyed.
I wish it had all of the damage icons all over the front of this tank right now, because it really would just be littered with broken parts. He ain't coming out. You're gonna have to go get him. And as with all British tanks, it'll get there tomorrow. Yeah, he's not gonna make it to get that kill. It's over. You need a new paint job. You need a new tank. God, just all the bouncage. So we're going to move on to the other British feature presentation, which is the Carnarvon. Again, I'm sorry for the stream of consciousness rant at the start of the video, but that's how I feel right now. Anyway, let's get to the Carnarvon. So, Carnarvon. The tank immediately after the Black Prince. What's the good news, Fiaura? You get the 20-pound gun. What's the bad news, Fiaura? You still have the mobility of no. It's better than all the Churchill series of tanks mobility. It does have very, very good turret armor, i.e. the Centurion Mark III turret. However, yeah, it's kind of slow. Sorry about that confusing mess. And also the upper hull plate is not very strong. The hull armor in general on this tank is pretty bad. I think it's a 80mm sloped plate on, yeah, that. And the side armor is pretty bad too. You have to play this tank hull down. You don't get a choice. As you can see, the Comet is even penning it. However, when they shoot the turret, sure enough, it ricochets. Remember that hull armor being atrocious?
One of our tracks is damaged. That one didn't go through.
And the 20-pound gun is still rather inaccurate in terms of reliability.
Enemy armor is damaged.
But when it does hit, it will penetrate. Now Hetty here should probably fix his track, fix his driver, and move.
We fixed the track. Get going.
He should also be paying attention to the fact there's a KV-2 shooting at him.
We're gonna go through. We're immobilized.
The tracks are that weak, by the way. This Comet is not shooting him at any special angle. The tracks are just that weak and that prone to breakage. It doesn't take much, and he's got a busted track.
The track was stuck here.
I say those words, and the track immediately breaks. They will soak some shots, though. That is the good news. They are very thick, but...
We've lost the track.
yeah, this is going to keep happening.
Enemy armor destroyed. We fixed the track. Gotcha.
Advantage to the 20-pounder gun. It's really rapid fire. Disadvantage to the 20-pounder gun. It doesn't hit the broadside of a barn sometimes. And it also has an incredibly high rate of fire.
Target acquired.
Oh, poor Comet. And even with a full repair crew, you're not going to repair before you get shot again. Now, Hetty should have put that round into his track to keep him there. And not very accurate gun is not very accurate. But he has withstood quite a firestorm of shots.
We didn't even scratch them.
Just with the Black Prince, if you don't shoot this thing just right, you can find that you're bouncing. And he has bounced a phenomenal amount of firepower off of... His tracks have just been eating it. And you're an IS-3 and you just fired an HE shell. Right.
Target lost.
Right. Well, the gun's broke. And Artie tried to make short work of Hetty. But it's not going to work out for him. And now the Bulldog versus Chaffee fight. Chaffee power! Or the LeVay could interfere. So, aggressive use of the tank I approve of. Not making sure you're hulled down, not being aware of your surroundings, I really don't approve of. But let's go take a look at what the stats actually say, and then we'll go over the critique. So let's get to that. So what we have here, first off, we have Makara and his Black Prince, and he got a billet medal. Those are really rare. Those are really rare. Got a Spartan and a steel wall and a first class badge. Walks out of here with 1,054 raw XP and 1,800 damage. Doesn't seem like anything special until you come over here and see this. 4,475 damage blocked by armor, 37 enemy shells bounced off the hull. Yeah! Yeah! Bounce King, you have found them. And again, the 17-pounder gun is grossly inaccurate and isn't always reliable. So, the Carnarvon does pull a 3,500 1/8, so not a bad match. Does get a steel wall. 2,000 damage, which is eh. But He took 17 shells, and all of the damage he issued was at less than 300 meters. So he was being aggressive. But again, the 20-pound gun is not reliable at all. Half of his shots flat out did nothing. So critique on Hetty here. Dude, you really, really, really have got to learn what hold down actually means. And when your driver's dead, fix him. You might need him later. Critique on Makara. I don't really have one. You were very aggressive. You did exactly what you should be doing, as illustrated by the fact that you bounced so many shots it's not even funny. And overall, you did a very good job of what a heavy tank is supposed to be and showing the rest of us how to actually use this bloody tank. Anyway, I like that phrase. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but shells will never hurt me. I hope you guys have enjoyed the British Flair episode. If you have, please leave a like and click the share button. I would appreciate it. If you would like to see more stuff by Fiaura, hit the subscribe button. If you would like to send something to the channel, i.e. your own replay, then do so. I don't consider these particularly fantastic replays, I will admit, but they were good, and they did show some interesting highlights. If you want to see the previous episode of World of Tanks, there it is right there. And if you want to support the channel, you can click on the ad at the end of the video, or you can click on the patronage page and donate $1 or $2. In the meantime, this is Fiaura signing out for right now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye, guys. Accuracy of this gun is absolutely horrendous, as well as the gun handling, as you guys are seeing his crosshair blooming every time he swivels that turret. So yeah, no, get the 100 mil. I see so many players using this now, and they get absolutely wrecked. But he's might have a good battle in it. See, that's the other thing. See, he couldn't pull the trigger there. He hesitated because he was pretty sure he would miss. And with as horrendous as the accuracy is of this gun, if you don't have a good shot, don't take it. You'll miss. You have a freaking long reload. You can't afford to miss.